What's good, y'all? Prince Sports coming at you with another one. I noticed that free agency is around the corner, and this is one of those situations in the NBA where free agency is going to be extremely important headed into the next season. With this new cap, you're hearing every team talk about, oh, this cap situation, or we can't afford to do this. Well, the cap was built in place to stop super teams. The cap was built in place to stop teams from winning consistently. Teams like the Warriors. It was also built to break up teams like the Clippers. So you have to think smart. You have to look at guys that's outside of the market to probably help your franchise. The Dwight Howards, the DeMarcus Cousins. You could bring them in for the cheap and it won't hurt the cap. So veterans on expiring contracts is going to be extremely important headed into the next season. Okay, and you're going to have to build real spark because if you look at the Western Conference, it's literally like 12 teams that are playoff contenders, and at least 10 to 11 of them could be title contenders. Okay, there's so many teams in the Western Conference that's damn near even with each other, and it all depends on health and who's available to play come postseason time. So anybody could get hot. And that's what the NBA is moving towards. It's going to be like the NFL. It's going to be a lot of one and dones. So a lot of people are going to have chances to sneak in one championship here or two. And I don't believe we're going to be seeing a lot of three-peats. It's going to be extremely hard just to even get a two-peat because rosters keep constantly changing. And be on the lookout for the Portland Trailblazers, the Clippers, because they have to hit the reset button. It's time to stop being stingy. It's time to hit that reset button and decide who you want to keep and who do you need to get rid of to help your team win. And it's going to be really tricky to see what goes about what. I already explained how I think Paul George should be leaving the Clippers. Dame Dollar is another one. You got to get rid of Dame. You got Scoot Henderson. Build around that and try to get young players do the draft. And that's the best way you could build a title contending team is by building it organically, the very original way that the NBA was founded on, and letting that team develop, becoming title contenders. Then you could win multiple championships. And I think that's going to be the difference in a team forming the dynasty. But we won't get to see that for the next 5 to 6 years. So it's going to be really, really different. You know, the state of the NBA is real different, man. Free agency is around the corner. I believe James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Dame Dollar. I believe a lot of those dudes are going to be on talk of trades. And it's about time some of those guys start demanding trades. And there's a lot of teams right now that it's not under the cap. They got a solid role players. They're missing a superstar. Those are the teams you should go to try to win a championship to. Miami, New York. They're open. They're just screaming for a superstar to make them a title contender. And if you could get a superstar on Miami when they just went to the finals, and all you have to do is just get rid of some role players, that's a go. That's a win. That's a win-win situation for you, right? They made it to the finals with a bunch of unknowns. Okay? If they could do it, several other teams could do it with just solid role players and picking right. You know, Giannis is going to be in trouble. Joel Embiid is going to be in trouble. Um, they're not going to be able to afford all those guys. So a lot of people are going to have to start making changes, or they're going to be stuck in basketball lore, being in stuck between a rock and a hard place. But nevertheless, man, what you think is going to happen this off season? Sports out. Peace.